own team to worry about, but can you imagine what things will be like for Brady going back to New England this weekend?
That doesn't affect me one bit.
What do you think the atmosphere will be like?
Doesn't affect me one bit.
Anything that doesn't affect
me.
Felt a little bit rejuvenated after the bye week. Did that show up?
Yeah, I mean, I think we've gotten better throughout the week. I think it's gotten better. Probably got off to a little rough start there for what my expectations were, but I think we've improved. You know, today was another day that probably headed in the right direction.
Excited to get reconnected with Zach?
Yeah, you know, we're excited to add him to our football team. We'll talk more about Zach next week. He won't be active for the football game.
Can he start practicing?
We'll talk about him next week. He won't be active for the game.
You like what you saw from the three that you had designated for return?
Yeah, you know, and again, if we talked about the technology to be able to use that to track their speeds prior to, you know, them being on injured reserve, and I think it helps us to have some confidence, but I think especially it helps the players so that they can see and say, okay, you know, this is where I got to, and you know, it's good feedback, and then we can evaluate how they feel. So, you know, we have some time till tomorrow to make some decisions, but you know, those guys all worked hard to get back there and be able to start to practice, and you know, we're able to put some days together.
Can you just talk about Cunningham's skill set a little bit and what the reason was?
This is ridiculous.
How's Tom now compared to how he was in those early years, like in 1901 and those first years?
You know, the pliability is probably a little softer. He had some muscle tone. Back in the day, he used to lift. Now the pliability's taken over. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he throws at a guy that's open. You know what I mean? That's what he does, and he know we want to try to get to a point where, you know, we take advantage of every mistake they make on all three phases, and I think that's the one thing that the Patriots do, is they take advantage of whatever mistakes you make.
The back and forth that you had with Brady when you were over on the defensive field, and you know, when you're standing behind the play, how far does that date back? The chirping and all, does that go back to your playing days when you practiced against him?
March 15th, 2001. Whenever the first day of the off-season program started.
Last couple of days, notice how vocal Tom Brady is to his players, even in 2 minutes, telling them where to be. Do you want more of that from your quarterbacks?
I'm not going to try to compare anybody to Tom Brady. So, I mean, I want our quarterbacks to be as good as they can possibly be, and play the position and give us the chance every week to win. Take care of the football, get guys lined up, get in and out of the huddle. But you know, I don't want to compare anybody in the league, past or present, to Tom Brady. Because it sucks to lose, Gentry.
Trey, ever need to show you anything?
Did you have another thought, or no? I'm just curious.
Well,
it fucking sucks. Losing. Awful. That's why I want to win. Because you don't sleep. You want to win for the players that bust their tail. That's it.
Offense goes out and you get a penalty from one of your key guys on the first series, end up in 2nd and 22 or whatever. What's that say about kind of the message getting through and guys kind of not doing the things that you've been talking about for 3 weeks?
Yeah, that's going to be a quick answer to an incredibly terrible, long question. Just continue to stay consistent and focus on improvement.
You got anything?
None.
Would you ever get a tattoo?
Nope. Way past that.
If
we
win a Super Bowl, and I'm playing for you still, will you get my name tattooed on your body?
Your name, no.
What would you do?
I would do something if you wanted to make a bet.
Matt Neely. Yeah, he's shaking his head. Matt Neely said he would cut off his dick
for a Super Bowl.
For a Uno Super Bowl. And I said, and I have no problem saying, no, I wouldn't do that.
Would you cut your dick off for a Super Bowl?
Oh, been married 20 years. Yeah, probably.
You've got 3.
As a player. You guys will be married for 20 years one day.
Would you? If
You
you
won't need- you won't need-
came
you
home,
won't need it.
If you came home
Yeah.
holding a bag of ice, and Jen was like, "Oh, honey, what'd you
She'd
do?"
be like, I thought you already got fixed.
I
thought you
made
already-
the
I thought you already
ultimate
got castrated."
sacrifice.
I had to cut my dick off, honey. We're gonna win a Super Bowl. She'd be like, all right. Or would she be upset?
She'd probably be on board.
She would be like, do you want me to do it? You want to do it now?
Do you want to do it now?
I made the ultimate sacrifice.
She's like warming up a knife in the fire, like
Yeah.
getting ready to go.
All right.